everybody. I'm here today to talk to you about grounding. So I've done a video about grounding before, but a lot of people asked me about it. So I decided I would do another one. So grounding is not only a spiritual technique, but it's also a therapeutic technique that allows a person to reconnect with the earth, with themselves in the moment. So it's like something that you would do to center yourself. So it's good if you're feeling anxious, if you're going through a difficult time. Grounding is important, and I think for spiritual work, being properly grounded is probably the number one most important thing, alongside being spiritually protected. So you need to ground yourself and protect yourself so that things don't attach to you, or you don't have negative experiences, and negativity doesn't follow you around, because sometimes that happens. So, for grounding for spiritual things and therapeutic things, I generally suggest the exact same technique. So my favorite, the thing that I do before I do any energy healing, before I go on any investigation, before I do anything to work with spirit, before I go to bed at night, and if I'm like dealing with a lot of stressful things, I will ground myself throughout the day. So what I do is I do like a little visualization exercise. So there's lots of different ones that you can do, but my favorite is I close my eyes and I visualize my feet and roots coming out of my feet, and they go through the floor and through the cement, through the dirt, into the earth, and then they root themselves in the earth. And then I am grounded. It takes depending on how much time I want to spend, it can take like 15 to 45 seconds. It's really quick. And when I do it, I feel so much better after, like I'm right back. So as a person that's not very grounded, generally, grounding for me is especially important. So I'm like very vigilant about making sure that that I do grounding things specifically, and surround myself with grounded people. This is like kind of a big thing, because um, the picture that I have in my head sometimes when I'm kind of having like a non-grounded moment around my grounded friends is like Melissa Balloon, and they're like kind of pulling me back down. Um, so surrounding yourself with people um, that will ground you, that will bring you back to earth, is good too. So there's some other ways that you can ground yourself, which I'll talk about right now. So walking barefoot, so on the grass, on the dirt, at the beach, anywhere outside barefoot, it grounds you. There's other visualization exercises that you can do to ground yourself. The idea is whatever you're doing is you want to connect with the earth. So any kind of earthy visualization exercise will ground you. Also, there's a cool exercise called Be a Tree, and I like to do it especially with kids. But you just stand straight and you visualize yourself as a tree. And the idea is to connect with the earth in that way. You have to stand up really tall and close your eyes and be a tree. And because trees are very grounded. So it works, and it works really well with kids. So if you have kids or work with kids in any capacity, teach them Be a Tree, because kids love it. There's also something that sounds weird, but it's called crowning. So you basically put your hands over your head, and that's it. The idea is that you're keep covering your crown chakra, which is gonna like hold everything in, and it brings you immediately back into the now. It's actually, they've done studies about it, and it works really well for people that are like in the midst of or on the verge of a panic attack. So this isn't like some weird thing, this actually can benefit people. So it's good. Um, Also breathing exercises. So I like to do the belly balloon. So you close your eyes and you take deep breaths and you visualize a balloon in your belly and you're inflating it and deflating it. And it's a nice visualization. You can pick what color your balloon is and if it's sparkly or not. So it brings you into that moment. It takes your mind off everything else because you're visualizing a balloon in your belly, which is cool. There's also a feel your feet. So the idea is to put your feet on the floor and just feel, like, just think about what you're feeling. So you're feeling the floor under your feet. You're feeling socks on your feet or shoes or things like that. So this is another good one. And there are some crystals that help with grounding also. So onyx is one, hematite, goldstone, obsidian, and jasper. These are all really good crystals for grounding that I would recommend. There's lots more, but those are the ones that I'm listing right now. So definitely, if you're into crystals and you want to use them for meditation or grounding visualizations, things like that, those would be good ones for that. So how do you know if you're grounded or not? Some people just know. Some people are naturally more grounded than other people. I've noticed, like, some people are just, they really don't have to do much. They're just like always kind of down to earth and grounded. And it's like really cool to me because this is very difficult for me. But if you are not grounded, you will find that you are easily distracted, that you maybe space out a bit. You tend to overthink things. You might engage a little too much in drama. Or if some kind of drama finds you, it can unground you. So if you like have a big fight with somebody, even if it's not your fault, you should take a minute to ground yourself after, because you probably got unrooted for a minute there. So people with anxiety, people that are worriers or tend to like really think about things a lot and like hyper focus on things, they tend to not be as grounded. Some other signs that you might not be grounded is you are kind of becoming a little materialistic, or people that are easily deceived by others are generally not very grounded. If you're grounded, you can see through the stuff, the crap that people are putting to you. And those that are really obsessed with their personal image may be struggling with their grounding, at least at times. So if you're experiencing any of these, and I know a lot of people struggle with anxiety, it's a good idea to practice some grounding exercises. And I just want to be clear that just because you have anxiety doesn't mean you're not grounded. I've met people that are anxious or have anxiety, but they're still very grounded. So it's a combination of things that can be personality related and spiritually related. So just because you're anxious doesn't mean you're not grounded. But if you're feeling very anxious a lot, you might want to work on some grounding exercises. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's what I have about grounding for now. But if you have any questions, let me know, because this is an important one. Everybody should work on grounding themselves just daily, just in life, even if you're not dealing with spirit. If you are dealing with spirit, if you're an investigator, if you do readings, anything like that, you need to be grounding yourself. You need to take those moments to protect your own energy, because you're the only one that can do that. So you need to do it. And that's it. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And otherwise, I'll be back on another day with another video about something else. Okay, thanks guys, bye.